everybody, and in today's video I have a drugstore makeup haul. I literally always used to do these like years and years and years ago if you've been like an OG of mine, but literally I haven't done these in like forever, and I feel like I just need to get back into the swing of just like doing these types of videos because that's what everyone loves me for, just like talking about makeup pretty much. All of the stuff that I'm going to show you as well is drugstore, so it's really easy accessible to get and it's also really affordable too. The very first product I have here is the Airspun loose face powder. I have tried this out before, but I feel like I got one of the wrong shades the last time because it does come in a couple of shades, but the one I got last time was like really peachy pink and it just did not look right underneath the eyes. But I ended up getting this one in naturally neutral, and I see a lot of people using this and they love it, so I didn't really have a chance to try out my last one because the colour was just completely off. But I feel like whenever I try this out I'll be able to let you guys know on like my Snapchat, Instagram and everything else, which I will leave down below because I did get a new Snapchat and Twitter as well if you guys want to follow me down below. But yeah, if I do like it, it will be in my videos and you guys will see me using it anyway. So I got this. I also got a couple of Milani products, so I also picked up 2 more of their foundation. I love these foundations for my clients and then also myself as well. So I got Creamy Vanilla, which is 01, which is the one before 00 obviously, which is like pure white, whereas this one is like a slightly tanner, paler shade. And then I also got 07 Sand, which is more of like a colour that I would use, so if you're similar to my skin tone then this is a good colour for you. And it's like a really nice yellow base to it, so it doesn't make you look like sunburned or like have really red base to your skin. It's got like a nice tan undertone, and that's the reason why I love these foundations. And they're only £13 each and they last forever. Awesome coverage, they last in your skin for a long time. Like I would put this on in the morning and it would stay put all day long. But yeah, I really recommend these foundations as well. I also picked up the Milani Soleil Baked Bronzer. I have never ever tried this, and I always see a lot of people raving about it and just using it for like a really golden warm bronzer. As you can see here, this is what it looks like. As you can see, it is a more like orange warm sort of colour, but I like bronzers that have like a shimmer in them for like a bronzer topper. So if I was going for like a really GA golden makeup look, I would use this over my normal bronzer, add like a really golden glow to it. I'll open it and I'll show you guys what it's like. Hopefully you can see there it has like gorgeous sort of golden shimmers through it. I got mine in the shade 05, which is quite dark of a bronzer in itself, but I feel like if you want to go like nice and dewy and golden, you need to sort of have like a darker bronzer. That's the colour there. It actually isn't too bad, but I feel like on paler skin tones you'd probably need to get one of the lighter colours. But you can see here, here's a wee swatch of it. It's nice and warm and I'm just buzzing to try it because I love really shimmery golden bronzers. As you guys know, I love to be like really GA. I also picked up the Bella Bellini Baked Blush. I love blushes that have like a shimmer to them as well, because I feel like whenever you have like a shimmery blush and a shimmery highlight, it just makes you look so amazing. And sometimes I would use like a normal basic matte blush, but I would 100% prefer something with a little bit of shimmer in it, because especially for like more natural makeup days, I feel like if you have like a bit of blush with like a wee bit of shimmer in it, I feel like it just brightens up your face a lot more. So this one is a lot more pinky, but as you can see it has like a golden sort of reflex through it. I'll do a wee swatch as well. That's what it looks like there. It's quite similar to the NARS Orgasm blusher in the sense that it's like a pinky colour with like a golden undertone through it. And I definitely think I'm going to be doing like a drugstore makeup look soon, because obviously I've got all this new stuff that I can try out too. So one of my favourite gel liners to use on clients for like smudging in their waterline and also on their lower lash line is the Maybelline Lasting Drama by Eyeshadow. Is the Maybelline Lasting Drama 24-hour gel liners. Most times I do just get the basic black shade, which is just this one, but I see that they have brown, and I feel like for more softer sort of smoky eyes and for people that don't really like really intense black on their eyes, I feel like brown is a better option. The fact that you can get brown in this, I was just buzzing because I love the formula of it. I love the fact that whenever you put it on, you sort of need to like blend it out, but it does give you a lot of time to sort of blend it out before it's set. Whereas the Inglot gel liner is like super black, it works amazingly, but it just sets too fast, and by the time you get to blend it, it's just literally already set and it's just a nightmare. Whereas with this one, you do have a little bit more time before it does dry down, so that's why I like it. And again, it's drugstore, which obviously means it's very affordable. But yes, I got those. I think I got these in like Superdrug or Boots, one of the two. So a few concealers that I also picked up as well. I got the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I just love this concealer. I'll never have a bad word to say about this. For the price of it, it does an amazing job, and I just love every single shade within the range. For me, whenever I'm more slightly tan, I like the shade Warm Medium 3, which is this one here. And then obviously because I am a makeup artist, I would use this on my clients too, and especially if they're more tanned, a darker concealer is a lot nicer just because it isn't like too intense and obviously blends in with the foundation a little bit better. So I got the shade Warm 3, which is this this one. And then I also picked up the Lasting Perfection concealer in one of their new shades, which is Extra Fair, and obviously this caters to everyone with really fair skin tone. And I like this to like mix in with other concealers just to slightly brighten them up, and then obviously if I have a really fair skin client, perfect. And obviously these concealers are just amazing for the price. I think they're like £5 or £6. I remember years ago they used to be like £3 or like £2 or £3, whereas obviously they've gained so much more popularity. They've obviously put the prices up, but again, I just, even if they were like a tenner, I would still buy them because they work amazingly. And the fact that they're drugstore and they're this good is just like mind-blowing, and the fact that some brands can charge like up to like 15 to like £25 for a concealer, whenever you can get this wee bad boy for like a £5, why not get this? Do you know what I mean? And they've extended their shades as well. Like they only used to have like 2 or 3 shades, so they've obviously got this really pale one, and they also have a couple of deeper shades and obviously more medium in between shades, so that's pretty good as well. They're catering to more skin tones as well. Oh my gosh guys, I wasn't even going to throw this into the video, but I thought I might as well. So obviously whenever I bought all this stuff, I got this wee product as well, but I was doing a festival like that same day, so I really wanted to use this just to try it out and see what it was like. It's the Revolution Pro Supreme Dip Liner in white. Obviously the NYX white liner is good, but it just cracks quite a lot, and I wanted to see if this one was any better, but this one is literally a million times worse. The applicator is like so hard for a start, and it's just so watery, and it just does not like really set. It crumbles. That's it there. Obviously it's really white, but whenever you put it on the eyes, it just does not work out. I think this was only around £2 or £3, but I thought it would have been better because it's from the Makeup Revolution Pro range, but it was just a complete disaster, and I would not use this or recommend it. But obviously I thought I would include it in the video to obviously tell you guys that, just so that you're aware of what happened whenever I used it. From Revolution Pro, I also got the Full Coverage Camouflage Concealer in C2. They didn't really have much shades, but I did want to try it out, so I just did pick up C2, which is quite of a light brightening shade, but again, I could obviously mix it with other concealer to deepen it if I need to, but I just want to see what it's like by itself, to see what the coverage is like, to see how well it wears and stuff. I'll do a wee swatch on my hand now to see what it's actually like. I remember seeing a couple of videos of it, and I feel like it's going to be quite thick. I feel like it's going to remind me of the Hard Candy Glamouflage concealer, I think it was called, that I got in America like a million years ago. I can actually get this open. Why do companies put this plastic stuff around it and make it so hard to get off? So this is what the little tube of concealer looks like. As I said, I got mine in C2. Okay, so it's not as thick as the Hard Candy concealer. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, that one was literally super thick. This one is slightly more like a thinner, but it does have that really like intense creamy base to it, and I feel like for under the eyes it would probably crease, but you would need to use like very little of it, because obviously because it is so creamy, especially in like fine lines and things, I think it would just like sit right on them. But for like covering like acne scars, redness, or just like adding extra coverage to your foundation, I think it would be great for that. But obviously I need to try it out to see what I actually think of it. I'm so sorry guys, I also picked up another concealer because I just love concealer. This is the Maybelline New York Fair Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I love this one. This one is in the lighter shade again. I used to get light, but it wasn't even really that light, but I seen that BTY have the fair shade stock. I was like, right, I need this because I love the concealer, and obviously if it's in a paler shade it was even better, so that's why I got this wee one. It works amazing. Drugstore once again. Super affordable. So this is a bit random wee purchase that I got, but not all of my clients would love like black in their waterline and things like that, because sometimes it can look quite harsh. So I wanted to get a like creamy kohl liner for waterlines. Normally I would use like a cream concealer on their waterline to sort of brighten their eyes up, but I seen that NYX had this white vanilla or eye brightener pencil. They had it in like a sort of pale green shade, like a yellowy colour, a light purple, but I just got the yellow because obviously that's going to be the closest to someone's skin tone. I haven't yet tried it, but I'll definitely let you guys know what I think, and obviously with my client photos and stuff I'll keep you guys posted whenever I do use it. But I'm definitely excited to see how long it wears on the waterline and things, because a pencil needs to be really mega waterproof for it to like last long in the waterline, because obviously you've got like your tears and things and it'll just come right off if not. So hopefully this does work, because I feel like it would be a really good concept than having to put like concealer in your eye, but if it's in a pencil form it'll be a lot easier too. Okay, so this is one of the products that I've been dying to try as well. It's Makeup Revolution Cream Highlighter in Gold. They had a couple different shades in this. I feel like they had a more pinky one and then a more like rose gold sort of palette, but I did a couple of swatches on the tester in the store and it looked insane. So these are what the little shades look like. The pans are actually huge, like they're so big. So I'm going to do a couple of swatches here to see. Ooh. Oh my gosh, look how intense they are. So obviously you've got like the really pale white gold, a more gold shade, and then obviously a more sort of tanny bronze colour. This one sort of reminds me of Champagne Pop from Becca. This one reminds me of like the Fenty Gold highlighter, and then this one reminds me of the Vanilla Pigment. So I'll do a couple of swatches here to show you guys. Oh my gosh, they're so intense. I'm going to need to pull my jumper up. you guys can see, but there's a few swatches of the colours. But yeah, again, if I like it, I'll have it in my videos, and I'm going to do a drugstore video soon as well, so obviously I'll have all these products featured in that. I also got an eyeshadow palette from Makeup Revolution Pro as well. I sort of already have swatched this because one of the shades looked like it had like a layer over the top of it. You know, whenever you have like eyeshadows for really long, they don't really get pigmented anymore, and they have like a little like, feels just like a really smooth layer on the top of the eyeshadow, and it just doesn't give you like any pigment. I feel like one of these eyeshadows in this palette sort of had that until I sort of scraped it and then it got pigmented again. But this is what the colours in this palette look like. I thought the colours were gorgeous. That's sort of why I picked it up. It's the Mirage Regeneration palette. So obviously you've got a mix of some mattes, obviously some shimmers, and I love the fact that they're more sort of like pinky, warmer colours based in this palette too. I'll do a couple of swatches and show you guys the pigment of the shadows. Most of them do feel quite good. Yeah, there's a couple of swatches, like they all swatch really nicely, but obviously I want to see what they're like on the actual eyes as well. And boring, I also picked up one of my favourite brow pomades from Revolution Pro as well. It's just, I got the shade Ash Brown, which is sort of like a universal taupe sort of colour, which sort of suits most people's eyebrow colours. And then finally I thought I would include this as well because I haven't yet tried it and I still have it just sitting about just to like throw into a YouTube video. This here is the PS Nudes Matte and Gloss collection from Primark. Obviously I know it's not drugstore, but obviously it's still really affordable. Yeah, this was only £6 and you get 4 different lip products. So here we go. I just love the shades of these, and that's sort of why I picked them up. And I also seen them in a lot of people's sort of like Instagram stories and things. But I'll do a couple of swatches of a few of the colours. So they have a couple of matte lip creams and then a few glosses as well. This one here literally caught my eye so much. Like, look at this. I don't even know if the camera's going to pick this up, but look how pretty that looks. This one, they don't have shades I don't think, because obviously they're in a collection. But this one is obviously like the pinky shimmery gloss. I'll do a wee swatch. Oh my gosh, it's literally so gorgeous whenever you swatch it as well. It's like a gold sort of lip gloss right there. And then here we have one of the Nudes Matte Lip Cream, which is such a gorgeous colour. This one's so pretty. And I want to see how these liquid lipsticks actually were, because if they're amazing, oh my gosh, I swatched these in such the awkwardest way. But obviously if they're amazing, they're going to be worth purchasing because they're super inexpensive, which is obviously a good thing. Like, Primark have really stepped it up with their makeup game recently as well. So guys, that's pretty much everything I have to show you. I know it wasn't like a ton of makeup, but it's just something that I want to talk about more on my channel. Is like more affordable, easy, accessible makeup, because I know obviously I have a young following and not everyone can afford like higher end makeup products. So it's good that I obviously have accumulated a lot of drugstore products to talk about to you guys. And again, as I was saying earlier in the video, I do want to do a tutorial with all these products too. Yeah, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and leave your comments and everything else down below. And I love you all, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!